Hello, deputies. Can you all hear me? Deputy, can you hear me? Hello, can anyone hear me? Hi, okay. You're on mute. Just let me know when you're ready, deputy. Hi, can you hear me? You're on mute.
I know, sir. I'm just trying to get the audio right.
Okay. Are you ready?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Morning.
Make it, sir.
Are you ready, deputy? You got everybody ready?
Uh, yes, sir. We have everybody ready.
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Marcus Thorpe. It is approximately 11:03 a.m. here this morning. And this is your first appearance. Again, my name is Judge Marcus Thorpe, and I am the magistrate court judge that will be presiding over this morning's calendar. If you're having trouble hearing me, please let me know, as there are a few things that I'll need to go over with you prior to starting the calendar this morning. Please listen carefully, as it will help you to better understand the nature and purpose of today's proceeding. Ladies and gentlemen, most importantly, I am not here to try your case, to take a plea, or have any legal discussion with you about your facts. The purpose of today's hearing is to inform you of the charges against you, advise you of certain rights, to set bond on those offenses for which the court is authorized to set bond, schedule a preliminary hearing, and to determine whether you require the assistance of an attorney. Each of you, ladies and gentlemen, has the right to remain silent. So again, please do not attempt to tell me specifics about your case or give me any legal defense that you may have. As I said earlier, we are streaming live, and anything you say during this proceeding can be used against you. And you not only make myself, but the other parties around you, as well as the deputies, potential witnesses in later proceedings. As I mentioned, each of you has the right to remain silent. You also have the right to the presumption of innocence, an indictment by a grand jury for felonies or by accusation for misdemeanors. You have the right to a speedy and public trial by jury. You have the right to compel the attendance of witnesses to testify on your behalf. You have the right to see, hear, and question witnesses who are called to testify against you. You have the right to testify on your own behalf or offer evidence in your own defense. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. And if you cannot afford an attorney, one can be appointed to represent you if you qualify. Lastly, for those of you all who may not be citizens of the United States, some charges may adversely affect your immigration status, and therefore you may want to consult an attorney at some point after the conclusion of today's proceedings. Now, as I said, among the things that I'm going to discuss with you here today, one of those will be bond. Bond is an amount that you, the inmate or defendant, will pay to the sheriff's office and or a bonding company that will allow you to be released while your case is still pending. Some of you will be allowed to post what are called unrestricted bonds for your release from jail pending the prosecution of your case. Now, you may pay a bond in three ways. You can do it by cash, commercial, or property. Now, if you post a cash bond, it means that someone will need to deliver the full amount of the bond in cash, along with any fees that the sheriff requires. And then the sheriff will hold on to that bond until your case is closed. The example that I like to use, ladies and gentlemen, is that if you're charged with aggravated assault, and I tell you today that your bond is $6,000, then either you or someone you know would have to bring $6,000 plus any applicable fees up to the sheriff's office, which will then be returned once your case is closed. Now, if you do not have the full amount in bond, you may do what's called a commercial bond, which is the use of a bonding company who may ask you for up to only 12 to 15% of that bond. But the big difference from a cash bond is you don't get that money back. So if I tell you again, your bond is $6,000 on an ag assault, instead of paying the full amount, you might pay anywhere from $750 or more on a $6,000 bond, but that is money that you do not get back. And the last way to make bond would be through a property bond. That would be where you or someone you know has equity at least 3 times your bond in the home that they have. And then either you or someone you know would need to bring that deed up to the sheriff's office, and the sheriff's office will hold on to that deed until your case is closed. Now, in addition to your bond, there are some of you, ladies and gentlemen, who do have special conditions that will prohibit you from having contact with people or going certain places. If you have a no contact provision on your order, this means you must stay away from the other party. You cannot have any contact with them at all. You may not call, text, email, write, or do something as send a letter to them or contact them through social media. If I'll tell you that you are not to return to a particular place, that means don't go back for any reason. If, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you that the place you are not to return happens to be a place that you were residing at before today's hearing or before you were arrested, I will allow you through your bond order to be able to return to that place, but only after you're released on bond, and you have to do it within 10 days of your release with the sheriff to pick up any things that may be belong to you. Now, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, there are some of you all who, based on the charges, I will not be able to give you bond. And so where you might be on probation for certain felonies or have holds out of other counties or states, you may not get a bond today. Now, please, again, ladies and gentlemen, if I tell you not to go a certain place or not to have contact with someone, please don't violate that order, because it could cost you and you might receive additional felony charges such as aggravated stalking or influencing a witness. And these type of charges carry a punishment of up to 20 years in prison and $20,000 in fines. Now, lastly, ladies and gentlemen, in addition to telling you what you've been charged with, how much your bond is, I will also talk to you about what a preliminary hearing is, and we'll discuss whether you want one or not. The purpose of a preliminary hearing is to determine if there's enough evidence to keep you detained on your charges. If you bond out, ladies and gentlemen, before your preliminary hearing here in Clayton County, your hearing is automatically waived. However, if you don't, you have the right to this hearing. It's not your trial, but it's where you are present, the police officer is present, and the judge to determine if there's enough evidence for your case to go to the prosecutor. Now, if you are charged with a misdemeanor, I will ask you here this morning whether you want the preliminary hearing or not. If you are charged with a felony, unless you make bond, you are automatically guaranteed it, and I will tell you what your preliminary hearing date is this morning, should you not make bond at all. Now, there are those of you who may say, I don't want the hearing, I don't need it. You do have a preference and a right to waive that hearing if you so choose when I ask. Oftentimes people will ask, well, what does that mean if I waive it? It does mean that your case may move a little quicker and get to the prosecutor a little faster. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to administer the oath to you, and then I will speak to our, I believe we do have one Spanish speaking defendant here this morning. So if I could have everybody please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm, ladies and gentlemen, that the information that you're about to give to this court, as well as any information that you provided on your application for court-appointed counsel, is true and correct? And if so, I need everyone to repeat, I do.
I do.
All right, and if you would just put your hands down. Okay. And give me one moment here, Deputy. Ms. Jartu, did you want me to play the video or did you want to speak to him directly first?
Usually they play the video, but whatever
Okay.
is
No worries.
is best for you.
I haven't had to do it since they instituted that, so I just wanted to double check with you. Give me one moment.
And good morning, Your Honor.
Oh, good morning. All right. And where do I share? Oh, here we go.
Would you like for me to play it, Judge? Because we have it on our end.
Yes, then if you don't mind, I was going to share, but go ahead, please.
All right.
And then just let me know when you're done, Deputy. Has he been able to listen to it, Deputy?
Serio lo que les estoy diciendo.
Yes, Judge.
Your Honor,
Okay, is he ready?
Almost done.
it's almost done.
Okay.
The audio.
Se reconcilian con la víctima y todo está bien hasta que ya no lo esté. Si desean renunciar a su audiencia preliminar.
Your Honor, is ready.
Your Honor, you're on mute.
Is he ready now, deputies?
Yes,
Your
sir.
Honor.
All right, and is this Mr. Rugilio? Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Jartu, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, and then we'll get started.
Hola, señor Rogelio. Mucho gusto. Yo soy la intérprete para el día de hoy.
Hola, buenos días.
Hello, good morning.
All right, sir. Good morning, sir. My name is Judge Marcus Thorpe, and this morning this will be your first appearance, okay?
Buenos días, señor. Yo soy el juez Marcos Thorpe y esta audiencia es su comparecencia inicial.
All right. And so as you probably have already learned from the video, I'm going to go over with you what you've been charged with, and then I'm going to have a couple more questions for you this morning.
Y lo que usted ya supo a través del video, voy a repasar con usted los cargos formulados en su contra y luego tendré unas preguntas para usted esta mañana.
Okay. So first of all, sir, I want to inform you that you are charged with one count of reckless conduct and one count of firing a firearm near a highway.
Primero le quiero informar que se le ha formulado un cargo de conducta imprudente y un cargo de disparar un arma de fuego cerca de una carretera.
The bond amount for a reckless conduct is $2,500, and the bond amount for a firearm charge is $5,000.
La cantidad de la fianza para el cargo de conducta imprudente es $2,500 y para disparar el arma de fuego es $5,000.
Now, because you are charged with misdemeanor, sir, you have the right to a preliminary hearing, or you have the right to waive the preliminary hearing that you are being offered. Would you like to have that hearing or waive it, sir?
Como a usted se le ha formulado cargos menores, tiene derecho a una audiencia preliminar o tiene también el derecho de renunciar a esa audiencia preliminar. ¿Quisiera usted tener la audiencia, señor, o renunciar a la audiencia?
Pero ¿cuándo usaría la audiencia? ¿Podría fallar la fianza, el bond?
But if waiving the hearing, could I still pay the bond?
Yes, sir. Whether you decide to get a hearing or not, if you pay the bond first, then your hearing will automatically be withdrawn.
Sí, señor. Si usted elige tener la audiencia o no, si paga la fianza primero, entonces la audiencia se retire automáticamente.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So would you like me to set the hearing date for you, or would you like to waive your right to the hearing this morning?
Entonces, señor, ¿quisiera que yo programe la fecha de la audiencia para usted o quiere renunciar usted? ¿Quiere
Pero ¿para
renunciar a
cuándo,
la audiencia?
para cuándo la programaría?
But when would it be scheduled for?
June 23rd at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom, like we are this morning.
El 23 de junio a las 8:30 de la mañana por medio de Zoom, como hoy día.
Sí.
Yes.
Okay. And so again, sir, as you have already asked, this hearing will only take place if you don't make your bond. If you make
Entonces-
your bond here, then it will go away.
Entonces, señor, como usted preguntó, esa audiencia solamente tendrá lugar si usted no sale bajo fianza. Si sale bajo fianza, entonces se desaparece la audiencia.
Ok, pero pagando la fianza sí puedo salir.
Okay. And by paying the bond, I'll be able to get out.
That's correct.
Es correcto.
Now, I do have one other question for you, sir. Are you currently working?
Tengo una otra pregunta para usted, señor. ¿Actualmente está trabajando?
Sí.
Yes.
And how much are you earning per month?
¿Y cuánto está ganando al mes?
$2,000.
$2,000.
Okay. And so I am going to go ahead, sir, and appoint you a court-appointed counsel. And so you will have counsel to assist you free of charge on your case, okay?
Entonces, señor, voy a designar un abogado de oficio para ayudarle. Entonces, habrá un abogado para que le asesore durante su caso sin costo para usted. ¿Está bien?
Perfecto.
Perfect.
All right. Do you have any questions of me, sir, before I let you go?
Muy bien, señor. ¿Tiene usted alguna pregunta para mí antes de que lo deje ir?
No, todo está bien.
No, everything's fine.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Muy bien, señor. Gracias.
Buenos días.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Dartu.
Thank you. Have a great weekend, Your Honor.
You too. All right, deputies, if you want to start with the females.
Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, Ms. Benson, you're out to.
I'm sorry.
Ms. Benson,
All right. All right. Excuse me. And are you Ms. Benson?
yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Benson. Again, my name is Judge Marcus Thorpe, and I'll be presiding over your first appearance here this morning. Beginning, ma'am, with what you have been charged with, you were charged with one count of essentially public transportation tokens violation in that you went across the MARTA gate without paying, and then also possession of marijuana less than 1 ounce. Ma'am, I have reviewed the information that you provided to us this morning, and I am going to go ahead and release you this morning. But let me be clear, ma'am, that does not mean that your case is closed. Again, what that means is that you will simply be out on bond until your next court date. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor, what my next court date be?
So right now, I'm not gonna be able to tell you that, ma'am, and that was gonna be the next thing that I get to. Because I can't tell you what that court date will be, you're gonna get it in the mail. So once you are released today, you need to make sure that you let them know what your most recent address is and current address with the sheriff's office, and then that way they'll go ahead and be able to make sure that you get that court date. Do you understand? Ms. Benson, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have any questions about what we just spoke of, ma'am?
No, sir.
All right, ma'am, then I've gone ahead, I've signed off on that, giving you the OR here this morning, waiving your way to a bond. And so again, you will be released later today, ma'am. If you don't have any other questions of me, that's all I have for you, and you are done for this morning.
How would I find out my bond? Would I speak to them at the front as well?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forget.
Oh,
Well, your bond, so you're an OR, ma'am, so you don't have a bond, you're just gonna release you.
okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, no, next court.
One get up and they can stay.
And what's your name, ma'am?
Isa Dionysia?
Yes.
That didn't work. That's for.
Okay. Give me 1 second, ma'am. This computer is being slow. All right, ma'am. So you are charged, and how do you say it, Miss Issa? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Miss Issa, you were charged with 1 count of improper lane change, 1 count of hit and run, and then 1 count of driving under the influence. These are all misdemeanors, ma'am. The improper lane change, you are charged, your bond amount is $1,000. The hit and run, your bond amount is $2,500. And for the driving under the influence, ma'am, your bond amount is going to be $3,500. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Ma'am?
I don't have that kind of money.
I understand, but do you hear what I said though, as far as what the bond is?
1,250.
Yes, ma'am. So the total bond is going to be $7,000, okay?
Okay.
Now, remember, as I said earlier, ma'am, you have multiple ways to make the bond. You can either do it by cash, by commercial, or by property. So you don't necessarily have to have all of it. Do you understand that?
If I do it commercial myself, how do I do that?
So you or someone you know, ma'am, would have to get in contact with a bonding company, and there are several in the area, and then they would discuss the particulars with you. But you just want to keep in mind that you'd be responsible for anywhere from 12 to 15% of the bond. Okay?
But I'd have to access my card and my phone and my purse to be able to do.
And so you'd have to speak with the sheriff's office, ma'am. I'm not over that. So I can't really assist you there. Let me ask you this, ma'am. We talked earlier, I did at the very beginning, about a preliminary hearing. Would you like to have a hearing, ma'am, or waive your right to that hearing?
I don't know what the advantage or disadvantage is to waiving it or doing it, or I didn't really understand.
Yes, ma'am. So a preliminary hearing is a hearing where you're present, the judge is present, and also the police officer. It's not your trial, but it's where they will review the evidence and determine if there is enough evidence for your case to proceed to the prosecutor. Now, if you make that bond, your hearing automatically goes away, okay? If you don't make that bond, then of course, you will get that hearing date in a month from now on June 23rd of 2026 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. But if you say, well, Judge, I don't necessarily want the hearing, I just want to get moving as quickly as possible, then you do have the right to what we call waive the hearing, in which case the deputies will have you sign a piece of paper, and then I will not set you for a hearing date. I will send your case straight to the prosecutor for them to go ahead and charge you swiftly.
I guess I'd like to be scheduled for a hearing.
Okay, and so I will go ahead, ma'am, and I'm going to put you down for the hearing. So if you don't make that bond again, your next court date will be June 23rd at 8:30 a.m., and that will be via Zoom. Again, that's going to be June 23rd, and that's going to be at 8:30 a.m., and that will be via Zoom. Now, ma'am, I have gone ahead and looked at the information that you provided here this morning. You do not qualify for a court-appointed attorney, and so if you would like an attorney, ma'am, you will have to go ahead and hire your own. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Do you have any questions of me, ma'am?
No, I don't think so.
All right, ma'am, then that's all I have for you this morning. Again, your next court date will be the 23rd at 8:30 a.m. Your total bond is $7,000. We've gone ahead, set that hearing date for you, and I've advised you this morning, ma'am, that you do not qualify for a court-appointed attorney, and so again, you will have to hire one if you so choose. If you don't have any questions of me, ma'am, that's all I have for you this morning. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
And are you Miss Gibson? Oh, are you Miss Gibson?
Yes.
Ma'am, what's your name?
Marcia Gibson.
Gibson?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right, ma'am, you are charged with one count of criminal trespass, ma'am. That is a misdemeanor. Because you are charged with a misdemeanor, ma'am, you have the right to a preliminary hearing, as I mentioned earlier, or you have the right to waive that hearing. Would you like to have that hearing or waive it, ma'am?
Well, first, I would like to know, do I have a bond?
I'm going to get to that, ma'am. You got to answer my question first. Would you like to have the hearing or waive it?
I have the hearing.
Okay. So if you don't make your bond, ma'am, your next court date will be June 23rd at 8:30 a.m., and that will be via Zoom. Again, that will be June 23rd, and that will be 8:30 a.m., and that will be via Zoom. Now, ma'am, you do have a bond this morning. Your bond amount is $2,500. You do have special conditions, and those are to stay away from the alleged victim, an Arafat Kasim, as well as 875 Garden Walk Boulevard, apartment 25. Again, that's Arafat Kasim, to stay away from this individual, and from the address of 875 Garden Walk Boulevard and apartment 25. Now, is that somewhere you were living prior to this alleged incident?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know if you heard me, but I'm gonna repeat it one more time for you, ma'am. So based on my telling you this, giving you this order this morning, please remember, you are not allowed to return to that address. The only way you can is if you are accompanied by the sheriff's office within 10 days of your release, and you are to go there with the sheriff to pick up any items that belong to you that are not in dispute, and then you must leave the property. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Any questions, ma'am?
You gonna tell me my bond? Oh, you already.
Ma'am, do you have any questions?
I would like to know I wanna pay, how do I pay, like, how do I pay the bond?
So you'll have to take care of that, ma'am. You'll have to get with the bonding company and they'll explain that to you.
So, I'm not really.
Okay? A bonding company will get with you on that, ma'am. You'll have to contact a bonding company. All right. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Next person step up. When one get up, when one leave the screen, the next one get up.
All right. And are you Miss Lorna Moss, M-O-S-S?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Ms. Moss, you are charged here this morning with one count of battery and one count of cruelty to children in the third degree, ma'am. Those are both misdemeanors, which means you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive that right to that preliminary hearing. Would you like to have that hearing this morning, ma'am, or waive that right to the hearing? Ms. Moss,
Yes,
would you like to have the hearing or waive it, ma'am?
I would like to have a hearing.
All right, so ma'am, if you don't make the bond that I'm going to give you here shortly, that means your next court date will be June 23rd. That's going to be at 8:30 a.m. and that's going to be via Zoom. Again, that's going to be June 23rd. That's going to be 8:30 a.m. and that will be via Zoom. Now, as to your bond, ma'am, your bond amount on the battery is $3,500. Your bond amount on the cruelty to children in the third degree is $2,500. So your total bond is $6,000. Do you understand that? Ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Now, as far as special conditions, you do have special conditions on this bond as well. Those are to stay away from the alleged victim, a Miss Jonelle Jones, Owens, Owens. Do you understand that, ma'am? Miss Moss,
Yes.
did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions about anything, ma'am?
No.
All right, man. Well, if you don't have any questions for me, again, that next court date, if you don't make your bond, is going to be June 23rd. Your bond amount is $6,000. That's all I have for you this morning. One last thing, actually. I did review your paperwork, ma'am. You do not qualify for a court-appointed counsel. And so if you would like to have an attorney, ma'am, you will be responsible for hiring your own, okay? Ms. Moss?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Speak loud until the speakers.
And are you Miss Murray, is it?
No,
Moss.
What's your last name? I'm
Moss,
sorry.
Moss, Shania.
Yes, I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, Miss Moss. Make pictures. Give me 1 second here, Miss Moss. Gotcha.
Rogers. How's it going? Huh? Oh, he's out.
And Shania, is that correct?
Yes, Shania.
Okay. Ms. Moss, you are also charged here with 1 count of battery, 1 count of cruelty to children in the third degree. Those are also misdemeanors as well. Because you were charged with misdemeanors, ma'am, you have the right to the preliminary hearing that we spoke about earlier, or you can waive that right to that hearing. Would you like to have that hearing or waive it, ma'am?
Have that hearing.
All right. So again, if you like Ms. Lorna Moss, if you don't make your bond, ma'am, your next court date is going to be June 23rd at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Again, that will be June 23rd. That will be 8:30 a.m. and that will also be via Zoom. Excuse me. Like Ms. Lorna Moss, you also have special conditions as well, ma'am, and that is to stay away from the alleged victim in this matter, a Miss Jonelle, Jonelle Owens, Owens. Do you understand that, Miss Moss?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about anything of me, ma'am?
No.
Okay, man. Well, if you don't have any questions of me, that is all I have for you this morning. Just want to, one last thing. I understand that you are working here. Based on the information you provided, Ms. Moss, you do not qualify for court-appointed counsel, ma'am, and so you will have to obtain your own if you so choose, okay? All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
I can tell you your bond.
Yes, you did. You said 6,000 and 6,000.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's correct, 6,000. All right, and are you Miss Murray?
Yes.
All right, so Miss Murray, again, you are here this morning for your first appearance here. And you are charged, ma'am. Actually, I see here, deputies, this is our fugitive. Did you want to go ahead and just get her done or wait?
Yeah, that's.
Yes,
That's
you can
our
go ahead.
fugitive, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, say that again.
She's the only fugitive, Your Honor.
Okay, so we can go ahead and do it. So, ma'am, yours is a little bit different than the other individuals, Miss Murray. So you were charged here not out of anything out of Clayton County, but rather you were charged with a warrant out of the state of Maryland, specifically out of Prince George County. Okay, the offense, as I understand it, is a larceny back from 2025, back in October. So basically what happened, just to sort of give you the short end of things, is that they took a warrant out for you out of Maryland. You happened to be in here in Clayton County when that warrant was popped, okay? And so you got a couple of options here. Basically, what can happen is they can take you back, and you can have a hearing in Maryland within 30 days. It's not a, I'm sorry?
I can't hear you.
Oh, I thought you said, okay. You hear what I was saying, or you want me to start over?
Start over.
Okay. I was explaining to you, ma'am, that you don't have any charges out of Clayton County right now. The reason that you are in custody right now is because you have a warrant for larceny back in October of 25 out of the state of Maryland. Okay. Just so happen you happen to be here in Clayton County when that warrant was picked up. Okay. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Okay. Now you have a couple options here. Option number one, you tell me, Judge, I want to go back to Maryland and I want to have a hearing. And I'll deal with my charges up there. So you don't want to wait around in Clayton. You want them to go ahead and send you back to Maryland to have your hearing, to have your trial, or whatever you're going to do to resolve that case. Okay. If you do that, if you say you want to do that, they have so many days to come pick you up from the state of Maryland, decide that they're going to come extradite you, or Clayton County will release you. Okay. They've got 30 days. If you say, Judge, I'd rather not go back to Maryland, and you say, Judge, I'd rather fight and make sure that Maryland, not the case, but that they did what they were supposed to procedurally. That means that they filled out all the paperwork right, did everything correctly in order to get you back. If you say you want to do that, you'll have that here in Clayton County. You are entitled to that hearing up to 60 days, within 60 days. So that means you'll sit in custody for at least 60 days. And then if they aren't able to get together in 60, they get another 30 days, or a total of 90 days to attempt to try to get the hearing together. So again, option number one, go ahead and send me back. They're supposed to come get you in 30 days, or Clayton will release you, or you can stay here and attempt to fight the procedure. So again, not the charges, but the procedure that was used in order to get you extradited. And so what would you like to do? Option one, go ahead and send you back to Maryland, or option two, stay here?
So if I stay here, it's 90 days.
Up to 90 days in custody, yes, ma'am.
If I go there, it's 30 days.
30 days. So if they don't come get you within 30 days, Clayton County Sheriff's Office will release you. They have to decide whether they want to go ahead and extradite you. They may not. That's up to them. If they choose not to,
I'll call your family members and let them know.
then the deputies here will simply go ahead and let you go.
I don't know. I don't do no days. 60, 30.
Say that one more time, ma'am.
30 here or 60.
It's either 90 or 30. Nope. 90 here in Clayton, or they've got 30 days to come get you. They may not take the full 30. They may come in the next few days. I can't tell you, but they've got up to 30. If they don't come get you within 30, Clayton Sheriff's Office will release you.
Guess I'll stay here.
Okay, so you're asking for the hearing?
I'm confused. I never been in jail.
Okay, listen to me again, Ms. Murray. Listen to me, Ms. Murray. What is your goal? Is your goal to get back to Maryland and resolve this as soon as possible, or?
I live here.
I'm sorry?
I don't know nothing about Maryland. I don't live in Maryland.
Okay, but listen to what I'm saying to you. Listen, you got to listen first. Now, it's not about whether you live there or not. Right now, they have a warrant for your arrest. Okay, you're not going to get out if you go back. Let me be clear about that. They're going to hold you until a court date happens. Okay, so it's not a matter of whether you live there. It's a matter of, I'm sorry.
I need to let them come pick me up.
That's what you want to do. Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. So then you are asking to just go back. So there's going to be some paperwork, ma'am, that you're going to have to sign, Ms. Murray. Once you sign that paperwork here this morning, then you'll go back into custody, and then Maryland will be made aware that you're waiting on them to come get you, okay? All right, any other questions of me, ma'am?
No.
All right, thank you.
Come this way, Murray. Come around this way.
He's gonna sign his home. It's like, I'm gonna say it's like,
I believe there should be Wilson, should be the last one.
Cherie Wilson is not active, Your Honor. Come on, so she bonded out.
Oh, she bonded out as well, okay.
So you can get like, so, and when you go there. You're first. First with the judge. First with the judge, you should stand for it. Let's shut the seat. Right. Yeah, then bring shut the seat.
Stand in front of the camera, stand in front, right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now you, Mr. And what's your name?
Sherry Brown.
Okay, where are we? Okay, and Barclays on loan. Okay. Give me 1 second, sir. So we're gonna, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna go ahead and continue, Mr. Barkley.
Brother, you got something? One of these wonderful people will take you over there.
I won't.
She's right here, got you.
I ain't doing that.
That all slide down, but right to him. What's up?
So the day that put on me, right? More
All right, so you're Mr. Brown, is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
No.
All right, so Mr. Brown, you are here this morning for your first appearance, sir. I am the judge that will be handling that this morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and advise you what you've been charged with, sir. You've been charged with 1 count of simple assault as a misdemeanor, 1 count of terroristic threat as a felony, sir. Because you were charged with a felony, you're going to automatically get that preliminary hearing that I spoke of earlier. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Now, I understand that you are not working, is that correct?
No, sir.
Okay, and so because you are not working, sir, you automatically will also get an attorney free of charge. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, as to your bond, sir, the bond amount on that simple assault is $2,500. On the terroristic threat is $5,000. Your total bond amount is $7,500. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Lastly, sir, you do have special conditions. They are to stay away from a Henry Brown as well as a Jason Jones, okay?
Who?
Henry Brown and Jason Jones,
Okay.
okay? Do you have any questions about anything, sir?
No, sir.
All right, sir, then that's all I have for you. Again, your total bond is $7,500. Your next court date, should you not make that bond, is going to be the 22nd of June. I've gone ahead and appointed you court-appointed counsel as well, and you are done this morning. Are you Mr. Elliott? Excuse me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so you are charged with 1 count of criminal trespass as a misdemeanor. Your bond amount is $2,500. You do have special conditions, and they are to stay away from a Daquan Chin, as well as the address of 7147 Mount Zion Circle, apartment A11301. Now, if that's where you were living prior to this, sir, as I stated at the beginning, you understand that you were not to return unto that address unless you are accompanied by someone with the sheriff's office within 10 days of your release. You understand that? Sir?
Question, so I could return after 16 days, but before 16?
So, no. So I just gave you a bond. Your bond amount is $2,500, okay? So let's say you make that bond within 10 days of your, let's say you make that bond within 10 days of your being released. So you get out, let's say tomorrow, you make that bond tomorrow, and you realize that there are some items at that address that you want to go pick up. You have to schedule a time with the sheriff's office The sheriff's office will go over to that property with you, and they will make sure that they will assist you in getting whatever belongs to you. But then you will have to leave that property until your case is closed.
Okay.
Okay? Does that make sense? Do you have any questions about it?
Yes, I have one question. The person is my spouse, then we're supposed to get married in like 11 days.
Okay, I don't have any control over that, sir. Right now, I was gonna tell you that next. You're not to have any contact with them. Now, if you speak to your attorney and that can be modified in some way, that'll be between you and your attorney. But right now, you're in custody. So unless you make that bond in the next couple of days, that's likely not going to happen.
Okay.
So again, a bond of 2,500, no contact, no return to that property. I've looked at the information you provided this morning, sir. You do not qualify for a court-appointed counsel, so you will have to hire one of your own. Lastly, because you were charged with misdemeanors, you have the right to a preliminary hearing, sir, or you can waive that right to that hearing. Would you like to have your hearing or waive that hearing?
I'd like to have the hearing.
Okay, so again, so that we make sure that you are understanding everything, I am gonna go ahead and set the hearing date. Remember, if you make that bond, like you just asked me about, that you thought you might make, your hearing goes away. If you don't make that bond and you're still in here as of next month, your bond date, excuse me, your hearing date is going to be June 23rd. That's going to be at 8:30 a.m. and that's going to be via Zoom. Again, that'll be June 23rd. It'll be at 8:30 a.m. and that'll be via Zoom. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about anything of me?
Yes, I have one last question. Can I have somebody make the bond today?
Absolutely. I mean, if you're able to get in touch with someone and you all are able to discuss them coming down and bringing either a percentage of it through a bonding company or to go ahead and pay it in full via cash, either way, you most certainly are able to do that.
Okay, and what's the percentage?
It will be 12 to 15%. So anywhere on the 2,500, you'd be looking at about $500. Okay. You hear me, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions for me?
No, Your Honor. Thank
All
you.
right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Next person. Next person.
All right. And are you Mr. Ellis?
No, I'm Mr. Freeman.
Oh. All right. Give me 1 second, sir.
Let's go get with a P.
All right, so Mr. Freeman, you were charged with 1 count of battery family violence, sir. That is a misdemeanor. Your bond amount, sir, is $3,500. Because you were charged with misdemeanor, sir, you have the right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive that right to that preliminary hearing. Would you like to have it or waive it?
I'm gonna waive it because I'm gonna find out today.
Okay, so I am showing that you are asking me to waive your preliminary hearing, sir. You do have special conditions. Those conditions, sir, are to stay away from Quenisha Worthy and the address of 269 Highway 138, and that's apartment 1301. Do you understand that?
Okay, now I have a question, sir.
Okay, well, let me speak first, because that might answer your question.
Okay.
As I mentioned earlier to folks, remember, if that's somewhere that you were living prior to the date of the incident, you do have the ability to go back there if you make that bond, but you have to be accompanied by the sheriff's office so that they can be there when you pick up any items that belong to you. Otherwise, you are not to return there until this case is over.
Okay, this is my question. That address that you now just restated to me, that's my apartment. She doesn't even live there. She has her own apartment. So
okay. So right now, the information that I have was that you both were residing there together. If that's incorrect, I can only go with what I have. And
yeah,
so
no,
hold on, sir. Hold on. So if that's incorrect, you'll need to speak with your attorney about that so that you all can get that modified. But as of right now, Mr. Freeman, you are not to return to that address unless you are with the sheriff's office within 10 days of your release. You understand, Mr. Freeman? Sir?
I mean, I don't know, like, I'm gonna have to move all my stuff out there, cause I'm gonna have to tarnish my lease, because we don't live together. She has her own apartment. So
Mr. Freeman, so remember at the beginning, I said that you all are not supposed to talk to me about certain things. What you're doing right now is doing the opposite. These are things you don't want to talk to me about and have me discuss in open court on video like this. Right now, I've advised you that you are not to go back unless you're with the sheriff's office. What other things that you need to do in the meantime, I would strongly advise you that you speak with your lawyer before doing anything, okay? The only thing that you are capable of doing that I'm giving you the authority to do is if you get out, if you bond out before you speak with your attorney, make an appointment with the sheriff. Let the sheriff go over there with you and get a couple of things so that you can have some items with you until a later time. But I would strongly advise you, anything beyond that you speak with your lawyer first.
Okay.
Yeah, one.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Step over here, Mr. Freeman.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
No, waiver coming up under his LE number on the program,
Let me see it.
For which one?
or Mr. Freeman, the one that Mr. Freeman.
You said for Freeman?
Freeman, there's no waiver when I put his LE number in.
I may have not done it yet. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Nope, I did it. Let's see. Oh, I see. I forgot to add that one. Okay, it should be up there in a moment, Deputy. And then let me know if it does not. All right. And are you Mr. Jenkins?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, sir. I couldn't. Is that yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Jenkins, you were charged with 1 count of felony aggravated assault by strangulation, 1 count of misdemeanor battery family violence, 1 count of misdemeanor speeding, 1 count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act as a felony, 1 count of misdemeanor open container, 1 count of possession of marijuana, and 1 count of DUI less safe. The open container, possession of marijuana, and DUI less safe, sir, are all misdemeanors. Now, I'm sorry?
Oh, I didn't say that. What did you do it for Thomas?
Okay. As to your bond amount, sir, your bond amount starting with the DUI is $5,000. Your bond amount as to the possession of marijuana less than 1 ounce is $1,000. The open container violation is $1,000. The felony drugs is $3,500. The speeding is $1,000. The battery is $3,500. But sir, on the felony and aggravated assault by strangulation, sir, I've gone ahead and put you on a no bond status. Do you understand that?
No, sir.
So what I'm telling you is, sir, I'm not giving you a bond on that felony strangulation charge. So among the things that you were charged with here this morning, you were charged with a felony that you are not going to get a bond on. Okay?
All right.
And so you're going to get 2 new court dates that I'm going to give you here this morning. The first court date you're going to get is going to be your bond hearing date. Excuse me, your preliminary hearing date. That preliminary hearing date, sir, is going to be the 22nd of June, 2026 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Again, that's going to be the 22nd of June at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Now, that is again just your preliminary hearing date. Because as I told you, you have also a no bond, you're going to get a second court date, sir. That second court date is going to be your bond hearing date. Your bond hearing date for this particular charge is going to be June 26th, so that same week at 8:30 a.m., and that's going to be via Zoom. Again, that's going to be June 26th, 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. The aggravated assault, again, you're on a no bond status. All others, I did give you a bond for this morning, that being the felony drugs at $3,500, speeding at $1,000, the open container at $1,000, marijuana at $1,000, and the DUI less safe as $1,000. Now, I need to lastly tell you, sir, you do have special conditions, and they are to stay away from a Jamaya fair as well. Do you understand that? So they're alleging here, sir, that you were in the vehicle, and you don't have to respond to this, but that you were in the vehicle with someone and that you assaulted that person while under the influence of alcohol. That person that you were in the vehicle with, you were to have no contact with that person. Do you understand?
Sure.
That means no contact at all, no email, no text, no social media, no contact through anybody else at all. Otherwise, that will be a violation, and you could end up right back here in custody, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, do you have any questions of me, sir?
Oh, sir.
All right, sir, then I have signed off on everything from you, sir, and I believe you are good to go.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Your Honor, that same gentleman, Mr. Freeman, when you put his name in the program, there's nothing coming up at all for him at all. No, it says no matching case found for this LE member.
Give me one moment. I see our technical support is on. Let me see if they can take a look at it, because he's still showing up on my end, so I'm not exactly sure why he would not be. Was he in there earlier in your system?
No, we're pulling it up for as his inmate ID, and it's not coming up, so he can sign the waiver. Everyone else that we've checked so far has been there except for him.
Judge, ask if they're putting a 0 in front of that LE number.
Yes, we're putting a 0. There's a 0 in front of his LE number.
Okay, put the LE number without the 0 and he should come up.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Yes, it came up now.
That's okay. We're all learning.
Yes, we are.
Whenever you're ready. And are you Mr. Kynes?
Yes, I am.
All right, so good morning, Mr. Kynes. You are charged with 1 count of misdemeanor battery family violence, sir. Your bond amount is $3,500. Now, because this is a misdemeanor, sir, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive that right to the hearing. Would you like to have that hearing, Mr. Kynes, or waive that hearing?
And I can talk to, bam, anyway, I can talk to attorney some first, can
No.
So you don't have a right to one right now at this preliminary hearing. You'll have a right. I'm going to appoint you an attorney, and they will be at that preliminary hearing with you, actually, Mr. Kynes, if you decide to have it.
You know that shit. Yes, I will have that.
Okay, so I want to make sure I heard you correctly. So you do want me to go ahead and set a hearing date for you?
Yes.
All right, so if you don't make the bond of $3,500, sir, your next court date is going to be June 23rd at 8:30 a.m. and that'll be via Zoom. Again, that'll be June 23rd. That'll be at 8:30 a.m. and that will be via Zoom. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Now you do. Hold on, sir. Let me finish and then I'll listen to you. You do have special conditions, sir, and they are to stay away from a Karen Parquette, Parquette, and also from 7419 Davidson Circle. Okay, so if that's somewhere that you were living before this alleged incident happened, please keep in mind that you are not to return to that address unless you bond out within 10 days of your bonding out. You contact the sheriff's office and they'll come over there with you. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Do you have any questions of me before I let you go? I know you had some questions.
But like, how could there be an address that I was staying in if I wasn't there and it's a hotel?
Well, based on what I have, sir, I'm going to go ahead and just ask that you stay away from that address. If that's a hotel, then you ought to be able to find another hotel to reside at so that you don't conflict with this order, okay?
All right. All right.
All right, good luck to you. Huh? Go ahead. Okay. Now, are you Mr. Moffitt?
Sure.
All right. Give me one moment. Now, Mr. Moffitt, yours is a little unique, but we've got a couple of cases here for you this morning. So we're going to go over each of them, okay? Okay, sir? So your first one here is, this is the more recent one that they picked you up on. It's a driving under the influence as well as violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, meaning they're alleging that you were in possession of felony drugs. The DUI is a misdemeanor. The excuse me, yes, the DUI is a misdemeanor, and then the possession is a felony. The DUI carries a bond amount of $3,500. The possession of methamphetamine also carries a bond amount of $3,500. So your total bond, sir, is $7,000. Do you understand that?
Sir.
Do you have any questions about what we've talked about so far?
No, sir.
Now, because you were charged with a felony, sir, you have an automatic right to a preliminary hearing. So if you don't make that bond that I just gave you of the $7,000, your next court date is going to be June 22nd, and it's going to be at 8:30 a.m., and it's going to be via Zoom. Again, that's going to be June 22nd. It's going to be at 8:30 a.m., and that's going to be via Zoom. Do you understand that?
Sir.
Do you have any questions about anything of me, sir?
No, sir. So those were all the charges, sir?
For that first case, you remember I said you got a couple. So that first one is the DUI and the felony drugs, okay? Now, we're gonna bring up the second one. All right, so in the second one, sir, this is a second case as well. It is misdemeanor violation of a seatbelt law, which carries a bond amount of $1,000. Improper lane change, which carries a bond amount of $1,000. And then the second allegation is that the third allegation is that you violated the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. They're saying that you were here also in possession of a felony amount of drugs, okay? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Okay. So now your court date for that is going to be the same as that other one that we just talked about. So if you don't make this bond, your bond on this one is $7,000 too. So you got a bond on the first one of $7,000. You got a bond on this one of $7,000. If you don't make either or both, then your next court date is going to be June 22nd for both cases. Okay. All right, Mr. Moffitt.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about anything of me, sir?
No, sir.
All right, sir. Then that's all I have for you. Good luck to you.
All
right, and are you Marlon Moss?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Moss, you were charged with 1 count of misdemeanor battery and 1 count of misdemeanor cruelty to children in the 3rd degree. The battery carries a bond amount of $3,500. The cruelty carries a bond amount of $2,500, sir. So your total bond is $6,000. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, because you were charged with the misdemeanor, you do have a right to a preliminary hearing. Would you like to have that hearing, sir, or waive that hearing? All right, so I am showing that you are waiving that hearing here this morning. So that does mean that the deputies will have a piece of paper for you to sign here shortly. Do you understand that?
When I get a bond?
Do you understand that, Mr. Moss?
Yes, I'm actually, will I be able to get a bond?
Okay. I'm gonna, yeah, you absolutely, the bond I gave you, so you got $3,500 on the battery, $2,500 on the cruelty for a total bond of $6,000, okay? Now, one last thing, Mr. Moss, you do have special conditions on your bond.
Okay.
They are to stay away from the alleged victim, Miss Janelle Owens, okay?
Yeah, I understand.
You understand that? Mr. Moss, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Sir? Okay. All right, then that's all I have for you this morning. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Matter of fact, go ahead, arms at your sleeves. Come on, man, we gotta do that.
All right, give me 1 second, sir.
You know how to go back, right? I'm gonna go back. The first sentence out of the. You gotta pick down.
And is it Mr. Mole? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. You are charged with 1 count of misdemeanor theft by taking. Your bond amount, sir, is $2,500. You do have a special condition, and that is to stay away from the address of 132 Royal Drive, where this was alleged to have happened. Do you understand that? Now, because you were charged with a misdemeanor, sir, you do have a right to a preliminary hearing. You can waive that right to that hearing, or I can set that hearing for you. Which would you like to do, have it or waive it?
I will waive it.
All right, sir, so I am showing that you are asking that we waive your hearing this morning. But once you and I are done, the deputies will have a piece of paper that they will want you to sign, okay? Now, I've looked at the information that you provided to us this morning. You do qualify, sir, for a court-appointed attorney. And so you will have an attorney free of charge to assist you on your matter as well. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. Do you have any questions of me, sir? I'm sorry?
No. I don't.
Okay. Well, if you don't have any questions of me, sir, then you are good to go.
Next question. He let him go. He was part of that last group. You know where to go? You want to go down the first elevator on the left, go upstairs. You already say.
All right. Are you Mr. Nesbitt?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Mr. Nesbitt, you are charged here with 1 count of battery as a misdemeanor and 1 count of cruelty to children in the 3rd degree. Do you understand that, sir? Or excuse me, cruelty to children in the 2nd degree.
Yes, sir.
Now go.
All right, now they are alleging here that you were involved in an altercation with your juvenile daughter, Miss Ariel Grant. And they charged you incorrectly. Okay. Are you currently working, sir?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm doing side jobs. I work with somebody. It's not through a company on the side.
Okay, what sort of side jobs are you doing?
Concrete.
About how much are you earning per week?
I'm sorry, sir.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said about how much are you earning per week?
It just depends on the job. It could be anywhere between 6 to 15 or higher than that. It just depends on the week or what job it is.
Okay. And is this Miss Grant your only child?
No, but she stayed with me, but right now she's obviously with her mother. Her mother came and got her.
Okay. Okay, and that was going to be my next question to you. As I determine whether or not or how to do the bond, does she have a place to stay? So she's living at a different address right now?
Sir, she's in Habersham.
Okay, so I'm not going to do a stay away from the address since she will not be living there. If and when you make your bond, sir, you will be allowed to return back to the property where this happened, okay?
Sorry.
However, I am going to require that you have no contact with Ms. Grant. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. So again, the bond amount between the two is $6,000, sir. You're to have no contact with Ms. Ariel Grant until such time as either your case is over or this bond is modified. Now, because you were charged with both misdemeanors here, sir, you have a right to a preliminary hearing or you have a right to waive that hearing. Would you like to have that hearing or waive it?
I'm gonna be able to bond out.
I'm sorry?
Be able to bond out.
So regardless of whether you bond out, sir, that doesn't really have any bearing on this because we can set the hearing date for you.
Yes.
And
Yes,
if you
sir.
bond out, the hearing date will simply, I'm sorry?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, let me finish so you make sure you understand. Even if you bond out, I can always set the hearing date for you. And then what happens is the hearing date just automatically goes away. So I don't want you to necessarily make the decision to not have the hearing simply because you think you're going to bond out. Because if you don't and you wanted that hearing, better for me to set it now, and then it just, if you bond out, you don't have it. So would you like me to set it or wait?
Yes, sir. Go ahead and set it.
All right, so I've set it for June 23rd at 2026 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. And again, if you bond out, it'll just automatically go away there when it happens, Mr. Nesbitt. Do you understand that?
Sir.
All right, so Mr. Nesbitt, do you have any questions about anything of me?
No, sir.
All right, sir, then that's all I have for you this morning. You are free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you let the jail know that Mr. Freeman signed the incorrect waiver? He signed the waiver of extradition instead of the waiver of prelim.
Okay. Officers, can you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have to call him back down and get him to resign. I apologize about that.
Okay. All right, and give me one moment here on my end. All right, and are you Mr. Zarco?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Mr. Zarco, you are charged here with 1 count of reckless conduct and 1 count of discharging a firearm near a highway. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now, those are both misdemeanors. And so what that means, sir, that is important for you, that means is that you have the right to the preliminary hearing that I spoke of earlier, or you can waive that right to that preliminary hearing. Would you like to have that hearing, sir, or waive that hearing?
Waive it.
All right, sir. So I am showing you're asking that we waive your right to your I'm sorry?
Can I change that?
Okay, you sure can. So let's make sure before we do it. So you're asking me to go ahead and set the preliminary hearing date. So if you don't make your bond, you'd like a hearing in 30 days. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you understand then that by doing so, I'm not sending it directly to the prosecutor. So, it'll take a little longer. I just want to make sure I'm doing what you want me to do.
Okay.
All right. So set the hearing or waive it.
Set it.
All right, sir. So you are asking me to set that hearing date. So that next court date, sir, should you not make your bond, will be June 23rd of 2026. That'll be at 8:30 a.m. and that'll be via Zoom. Again, that'll be June 23rd. That'll be 8:30 a.m. and that will be via Zoom. Now, I have had a chance, sir, to look at the information that you provided to us this morning. Now, based on the information that you provided, sir, you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney this morning, and so you will have an attorney free of charge to assist you on your case. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. All right, sir, do you have any questions about anything of me in regards to what we've talked about? So again, just to make sure you understand, that bond amount that we talked about was reckless conduct for $2,500. I apologize if I didn't mention, but let me be sure of that. The reckless conduct is $2,500. The discharging firearm is going to be $2,500 as well. Your total bond is going to be $5,000 this morning. So, of course, you have one of 3 ways to make that bond. You can either do it in cash, you can do it on property, or lastly, you can do it by a bonding company as well. All right. Does that answer all of any questions you may have this morning?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Well, you don't have any other questions of me. That is all I have for you this morning. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Next person, come on. Yeah.
All right. Signatures. All right. Give me one moment, sir. We will get you going. All right, and are you Mr. Porter? Are you Mr. Porter?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Porter, you are charged here with 1 count of felony violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, 2nd count of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act. Those are both felonies. You are charged also with possession of less than 1 ounce of marijuana, possession of a drug-related object, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, and then also charged with no taillights. Now, because you are charged with felonies, sir, you have a preliminary hearing that we talked about. However, because these are felonies, you have an automatic right to that preliminary hearing. So the only way you would not have that hearing will be because you make bond, okay? Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, okay.
Okay. So looking at the information, I have here that you are not currently working. Is that correct?
Yes, I work.
That is correct?
No, I work.
Oh, you said you do. Okay. How much are you earning per month?
Like 15 to 2,000.
Per month, is that correct? Oh, can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
I was asking, is that per month?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any children at all?
No.
Based on the information that you provided here this morning, I am going to go ahead and appoint you a court-appointed lawyer here this morning. You will get a lawyer free of charge for you on your case. You understand that?
Yes.
All right, so now we're going to go over your bond amount. That first count of violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, that bond amount is $3,500. Okay?
Right.
Yep. The second count of violation of the Controlled Substances Act, that bond amount is also going to be $3,500. Do you understand that? Can you hear me?
Yes.
The third charge, that is the possession of less than 1 ounce of marijuana, that bond amount is going to be $1,000. Okay. Count number 4, possession of a drug-related object, that bond amount is going to be $1,000.
Okay.
Count 5, that is the possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, that bond amount is going to be make sure it's on here correct. It's $5,000. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And then on count 6, it's no tail lights, and that bond amount is going to be $1,000 as well. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And so your total bond amount, sir, for all charges is $15,000.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions about anything of me?
No.
All right, so $15,000 bond. We've gone ahead and set that preliminary hearing date of the 23rd of June of 2026. If you are not able to make that bond, you do not have any special conditions. I've gone ahead and given you a court-appointed lawyer, so you will have one free of charge. That's all I have for you this morning, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. And are you Mr. Richardson? I'm sorry. Are you Mr. Richardson? Okay. Mr. Richardson, you are charged with 1 count of criminal trespass as a misdemeanor, 1 count of simple battery, and 1 count of obstruction of an officer. Those are all misdemeanors, sir. Are you currently working?
No, sir. Go for character.
Okay. So I am going to go ahead. I'm going to appoint you a court-appointed lawyer here this morning. And so you will have a lawyer free of charge to assist you on this case, okay? Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that? Okay. Now, we're going to go over your bond amounts, and then we're also going to go over some special conditions that you have here this morning. Beginning with count number 1, that's the criminal trespasser. Your bond amount is going to be $2,500. As to count 2, that's the simple battery. Your bond amount, sir, is also going to be $2,500 for that. And then as to count 3, sir, your bond amount as to the obstruction of an officer, your bond amount there is also going to be $2,500. You have a total bond amount of $7,500. Do you understand that? You hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, you do have a special condition that is going to be attached to your bond. Again, as I said earlier, that means, you're not to have, I'm going to give it to you here, but you're not to have contact with a specific person. That is going to be the alleged victim in the matter, of Mr. Benjamin Gamble. Do you understand that?
Who?
It says Benjamin Gamble. Legitimate. Let me say it this way: if that's not somebody you know, sir, then whomever they are alleging that you got into an argument with, that's the person that you don't want to have any contact with. Do you understand? Do you understand that, Mr. Richardson?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're kind of breaking up. Did you hear me? Did you hear me there? I want to make sure you heard me. What I was saying, Mr. Richardson, was that you sounded like you didn't know who that was. I was saying to you.
No, I don't know him. No.
Regardless of whether you know this person or not, Okay, and that's fine. But what I was saying to you, whomever they are alleging that you had a disagreement with, you were to have no contact with him. Do you understand?
Sir.
Me about anything?
No, sir.
All right, sir. Then you are good to go. Oh, actually, one last thing. After a preliminary hearing, sir, because you were charged with misdemeanor, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, sir, or you can waive that right to that hearing. Would you like to have it or waive it?
I already had one.
I'm sorry, are you saying you would like to have the hearing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, sir, then I'm gonna go ahead and put down that you would like to have the hearing. And since you are asking me to do so, your next court date is going to be June 23rd. It's gonna be at 8:30 a.m. and that's gonna be via Zoom. Again, that's June 23rd. That's 8:30 a.m. and that's going to be via Zoom, Mr. Richardson. Do you have any questions about anything of me?
No, sir.
All right, sir, then that is all I have for you this morning. Good luck to you.
Oh.
Yes.
Hi, Judge. I'm sorry I look crazy.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
I said, how you doing? What's going on? Sorry I look crazy.
Oh, that's quite all right, sir. You're all right. Just give me 1 second here to catch up and I'll be right with you, okay?
Yes.
Now, are you Mr. Savage?
No.
Did you hear me? Did you hear me, sir? Are you Mr. Savage?
This is Mr. Savage right here.
Okay.
Hey, man, get out the way. You should have just told him your name.
Not Sally.
Just Richard, man. What's your LA for?
905.
Give me 1 second.
9050922.
095 0922.
Don't put the 0. Oh, 95 950
922.
922. I'm no rush was that. I didn't put the 0 in first. What is the sign? Sorry. Yeah.
So, Mr. Savage, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Mr. Savage, you got two cases here too that we're going to talk about. The first one I have here, sir, is a felony theft by receipt of stolen property. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Go back to the house.
Because you were charged with the felony, sir, your next court date, you're going to get a preliminary hearing date. So should you not make the bond that I'm going to give you here, your next court date is going to be June 23rd. That's going to be at 8:30 a.m. and that's going to be via Zoom. Again, that's going to be June 23rd and that's going to be 8:30 a.m. and that's going to be via Zoom as to your preliminary hearing. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently working, sir?
Yes, sir.
And how much are you earning per month?
Like 1,500 to 2,000.
You have any children?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, so I am going to go ahead. I'm going to appoint you to a court-appointed lawyer, sir. So you will have a lawyer free of charge to assist you on your case. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And as to the theft by receipt of stolen property, your bond amount is going to be $5,000. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Do you have any questions about anything?
No, sir.
All right, so again, that bond amount is $5,000. I did go ahead and appoint you a court-appointed lawyer because of the information that you provided this morning and it being a felony charge. Your next court date is going to be your preliminary hearing. If you don't make that bond, and that's going to be June 23rd. That's going to be at 8:30 a.m. and that's going to be via Zoom for that preliminary hearing. Again, sir, that's going to be June 23rd, 8:30 a.m. and that will be via Zoom. Now, Mr. Savage, for the second case, you have a felony violation of Georgia Controlled Substances Act, possession of drug-related objects, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, and then also looks like you were driving without mirrors. Were you up on this case earlier this week at some point?
Actually, yesterday, sir, I had paid the bond for that yesterday. So
Okay, so you may be out on this already. Okay. So as of right now, I'm gonna go ahead. I gotta push this through because as of right now, I don't have that information that you're out on bond on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over that bond with you again. Looks like you had a felony drugs. Your bond amount was $2,500. Possession of a drug-related object. Your bond amount is $500. Possession of a weapons. Your bond amount was $5,000. No mirrors, $500. Get a total bond of $8,500 on that other case. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And looks like you had a preliminary hearing date already set on that one as well of the 17th of June, so the week before for that one. But you said you think you bonded out on that already?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yesterday, sir. So.
Okay. If you bonded out, sir, then I mean that one, will be dealt with. So you'll only have the first one remaining that we just talked about. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about anything of me, sir?
No, sir.
All right, sir. Then, Mr. Savage, for your second case, I've gone ahead and given you all the information that you need, and you are good to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next person, Next person, come on.
And are you Mr. Shabazz?
Yeah.
Tell me your name, man.
No,
Just go take a seat.
Just say it. Go take a seat.
Go to
My name. I said my name Reigns. He said that last 2 times. I said my name Reigns. Sir, just stay right here.
What's your last name, sir?
Reigns. Rain with the ears.
All right, give me 1 second. Reigns.
That's a judge. It ain't no bro. Just have some respect.
No, I know that. What I'm saying is, I told. Hey, guys. Right now we.
Hold on, sir.
Right now you up here.
Hold on.
About that later. We talk about that, buddy. I got you.
Mr. Reigns, did you fill out any paperwork?
What you mean, like paperwork?
Fill out a court-appointed paper. Did you fill out any court-appointed paperwork?
Oh, yeah.
Did they have you sign anything this morning?
Yeah. I did.
Yes, sir. Yes, you
Yeah. Before I start, what pronoun would you like to go to, sir? She.
I see it, Mr. Reigns. I see it. All right, so Mr. Reigns, you were charged here with 1 count of misdemeanor obstruction of an officer, 1 count of loitering or prowling as a misdemeanor as well. Mr. Reigns, were you here yesterday?
Well, I was booked in. I came into the building because I got like the officer kind of did me bad, so I got like bruises and stuff all over my body, my elbow. So I came and then they took me out. They sent me to the hospital and then they brought me back. But
okay,
hurt. So
but you were here yesterday though, correct?
Yeah, I was here like 5 o'clock.
All right. So, Mr. Reigns, the reason I asked that is because it looks like your information was already entered into our system. So I just want to go over some things with you. So you were charged here, sir, with misdemeanor obstruction of an officer. And then you were charged with misdemeanor loitering or prowling. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So give me 1 second here. Let me see what the notes are for the yesterday.
I really ain't do that, gang. I promise you I didn't.
Focus on that. Trying to work with you.
Okay. All right. So let's go over your bond here, sir. On the loitering or prowling, you have a bond amount of $1,000. On the obstruction, sir, you have a bond amount of $2,500. And so your total bond amount, sir, is going to be $3,500. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. Sorry. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm gonna accept you.
All right. And then you have, because you were charged with misdemeanor, sir, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you have a right. I'm sorry. You want to go ahead and waive? All right, sir. So I am showing that you are asking that I waive your right to that preliminary hearing. Now, because you are choosing to waive your right to that hearing, once we are done here this morning, that means the deputies will have a piece of paper to sign, for you to sign, okay?
Sir.
And I'm showing here this morning that you are not working. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. So then based on that information, I will go ahead and appoint you a court-appointed lawyer here this morning. So again, your bond amount is $3,500. You've got a lawyer for your charge, and you're going to sign our waiver this morning. And once you do all of that, you'll be free to go.
Thank you, sir. Oh, can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
No, I don't know. This was brought to my attention by somebody else. I don't know, like, y'all do it or if I qualify for it, but somebody said something about like, medical release or something. I don't know how that works.
So
I'm just
at
asking
this,
'cause
that would be
I
not
heard-
some, hold on. That's not something that I have control over at the moment, sir. So you will not be released on that.
Okay, no, I was just asking because I didn't know how they work, so I was kind of curious.
All right, so you got a lawyer, so I would talk to your lawyer about it.
All right, appreciate it, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's your city? You go with your, what's up?
Oh, Rain, Israel.
Sorry, you. Hey, register. You wait.
All right, what's your last name, sir?
Shabazz, how you doing today, Judge?
I'm doing well, Mr. Shabazz. All right, so Mr. Shabazz, you are charged here with misdemeanor simple battery on a police officer. You are charged with misdemeanor obstruction, misdemeanor possession of a felony Georgia Controlled Substances Act. You were charged with drug-related objects as a misdemeanor, public drunk as a misdemeanor, and disorderly conduct as a misdemeanor. Let me ask you, sir, were you seen yesterday?
This happened Thursday.
Okay, but is this your first time being seen, or did you come up yesterday as well?
No, sir, this is my first time.
Okay, and I just asked, give me one moment here, because there's some notes in here about your case. Let me see what was going on yours. What they have you on here. Okay, so I'm gonna go over your bond answer just to make sure, because it doesn't tell me, it looks like somebody was in here before doing some work on it. So that first count, sir, the battery on a police officer, your bond amount is going to be $3,500. You also have a bond amount as it relates to the obstruction of an officer. Your bond amount of that is going to be $2,500. So count one is $3,500. Count two is $2,500. And then on count three, it's going to be $3,500. On count four, the drug-related objects, 1,000. Count five, 1,000. Public drunk and disorderly conduct is going to be 1,500 for a total bond, sir, of $10,500. Do you understand that, or do you want me to go through that again with you?
I understand.
All right. So again, the total bond amount is $10,500. Now, my question to you is: are you working right now?
No, sir.
All right, so based on that, sir, I am going to go ahead and appoint you a court-appointed lawyer. So you will have a lawyer free of charge to assist you on your case, okay?
Sir.
Now, because you were charged with at least one felony here also, sir, you do automatically get a right to a preliminary hearing, regardless of whether you make the bond or not. And so I'm going to give you that court date. Your next court date, should you not make your bond, is going to be on July 22nd. That's going to be at 8:30 a.m., and that's going to be via Zoom. Again, that's going to be July 22nd. That's going to be at 8:30 a.m., and that's going to be via Zoom. Do you understand that, Mr. Shabazz? So lastly, sir, I need to also advise you, because you were charged with a misdemeanor, simple battery on a police officer, obstruction of an officer, and a felony. I believe I just gave you a preliminary hearing, the court appointed. So I think that's everything, actually, sir. So you are actually good to go.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Shabazz.
All right, thank you, welcome.
How you doing, Your Honor?
I'm doing well, sir. Give me one moment here.
Sure.
You know where you're going?
Yes, sir.
I'm asking.
Yes, what you said.
Two sets, go. All right. Appreciate y'all. Thanks, bro. Yes, sir. Good luck, nephew.
Appreciate
And are you Mr. Taylor?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Mr. Taylor, you are charged here. So Taylor, when you came up I mean, when you spoke to the police officers this morning, did they provide you a piece of paper that you signed on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Give me one moment, just let me find yours. All right, so Mr. Taylor, you are charged here with one count of loitering or prowling, one count of entering auto, and then you're also charged with a felony, one count of possession of tools in the commission of a felony, and then lastly, obstruction of an officer. So you're charged here with 2 felonies and 2 misdemeanors. You understand that?
Say again, sir.
One count of loitering or prowling, one count of entering an auto, which is a felony, one count of possession of tools during the commission of a crime, which is a felony, and then lastly, an obstruction of an officer, which is a misdemeanor. So you had 2 misdemeanors and 2 felonies.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, because you were charged with a felony, sir, when I was talking about those preliminary hearings earlier, you have an automatic right to a preliminary hearing. So your next court date, unless you make bond, is going to be June 22nd. That's going to be at 8:30 a.m. and that's going to be via Zoom. Again, that next court date is going to be June 22nd at 8:30 a.m. and that's going to be via Zoom. Do you understand that, Mr. Taylor?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about anything we've spoken about thus far?
No, sir.
All right, so now let's talk about the bond. The bond amount as to that loitering or prowling, sir, that's going to be $1,000. Entering auto as a felony, count 2, your bond amount, sir, is going to be $10,000. As to count 3, that is the other felony here, that's possession of tools during the commission of a crime. That bond amount, sir, is going to be $5,000. And then lastly, you have the count 4, which was the second misdemeanor, and that charges obstruction of an officer. That bond amount is $2,500.
Yes, sir.
And so that gives you a total bond amount, sir, of $18,500. Do you understand that?
Sir.
All right, sir. So again, that total bond is $18,500. I've provided you a court-appointed lawyer this morning, and your next court date, should you not make your bond, is going to be the 22nd of June at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Do you have any questions of me, sir?
No, sir. Thank you.
All right, sir. I'm sorry.
Said no, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. That's all I've got for you this morning, Mr. Taylor. Good luck to you. And is it Prince?
Yes, sir.
And how do I pronounce your last name, sir?
Urubezi.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Ugubezi, this, of course, here is your preliminary hearing this morning. You were charged with one count of stop sign violation, one count of improper lane change, one count of erratic lane change, one count of DUI, one count of reckless driving, one count of no tag, fleeing from an officer, registration or license plate, and no insurance. When did you get booked in, sir?
Thursday morning.
Okay.
Friday morning, which is like Thursday, Friday morning, which is like 3 a.m. or 2 p.m.
But this is your first time being seen, is that correct? Sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the only reason I ask is the way your bond is. Okay, give me one moment here. Let me put everything in here correctly.
No way.
All right, sir. And now we're going to go over your bond here. So starting with count number 1. All right, that is the stop sign violation, sir. Your bond amount is $500. Improper lane change, your bond amount is $500. Improper lane change, erratic lane change, the second count is $1,000. DUI, sir, is $4,000 of the misdemeanor. Reckless driving, misdemeanor bond amount is $2,000. no tag or expired tag, your bond amount is $500. Fleeing from an officer, also misdemeanor, bond amount is $5,000. The no registration, your bond amount is $500, and the no insurance, sir, your bond amount is $1,000. So your total bond amount is $15,000. Do you understand that?
How much? Sorry, sir.
$15,000.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, because you were charged with all misdemeanors, sir, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive your right to that hearing, Mr. Prince. What would you like to do? Would you like to have that hearing or waive it?
Yes, yes. What is the difference if I have it or not?
So I'm going to go ahead and set that hearing for you, sir. I'm going to set it for the 23rd of June of 2026 at 8:30 a.m. Basically, sir, the reason for that hearing is if you wanted to contest the charges against you. It's not your trial, but it's where you were present, the judge is present, and the police are present to go over the evidence against you. That would be having the hearing. If you say, Judge, I just want to skip the hearing altogether, then what would happen is I would just go ahead, not set the hearing date, and then I would send it up directly to the prosecutor. But just to protect you, we're going to go ahead, sir, if you don't mind, and just set that hearing date for you. And again, you won't have that hearing if you make your bond. So if you end up bonding out on that $15,000, the hearing goes away. If you don't, your next court date will be June 23rd, Mr. Prince, at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Again, that'll be your preliminary hearing on June 23rd at 8:30 a.m. and that will be via Zoom. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. All right, and are you Mr. Van?
Mr. Wilson.
Okay. Give me 1 second. All right, so Mr. Wilson, you were charged with 1 count of misdemeanor theft by shoplifting. Do you understand that, sir?
Yeah.
All right, so your bond amount, sir, it's a misdemeanor, so it carries a bond amount of $2,500. Now, because you were charged with a misdemeanor, you do have the right to a preliminary hearing, sir, or you can waive that right to that preliminary hearing. Would you like to have that hearing or waive it?
I'll waive it.
Okay, so I am going to show that you are asking to waive your hearing this morning. Now, you do have a special condition, and that is to stay away from 307 Forest Parkway, where this incident was alleged to have happened. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so again, your bond amount, sir, on this 1 count of theft by shoplifting is going to be $2,500. You do have a special condition, and that's to stay away from the alleged offense location at 307 Forest Parkway until such time as either the bond is modified or your case is closed. You have advised me that you wish to waive your, I believe you said you want to waive your hearing, is that right?
Yeah.
All right, so I am showing that you wanted to waive your preliminary hearing, so I've checked that as well. I have that you are not working, is that correct?
Sir.
Sir?
Yes, sir. No.
Okay. So since you are not working, I am going to go ahead and appoint you a court-appointed lawyer. So you will have a lawyer free of charge to assist you on your case. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have any questions of me, sir?
I would ask if it'd be possible if the bond could be lowered.
No, sir. All right. Anything else?
Sir.
You said no?
Yeah. No, sir.
All right, sir. Well, if you don't have any other questions of me, good luck to you.
Show number.
All right. What's your last name, sir?
Vance.
I'm sorry?
Van.
Okay.
I had to worry about it, I guess. It's all good. You like the blue.
All right, so Mr. Van, you are charged here with 1 count of failure to register. That is a felony. So because you are charged with a felony, sir, your next court date is going to be June 22nd at 8:30 a.m. and that's going to be via Zoom. Again, that's June 22nd, that's 8:30 a.m. and that's via Zoom. Do you understand that?
Sir.
Now, as far as your bond, sir, as to this one felony charge of failure to register, your bond amount is going to be $20,000. Do you understand that?
Sir.
Okay. Do you have any questions of me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Actually, excuse me. It's 25, excuse me. I apologize, I misread that. But $25,000, sir. Your next court date is going to be June 22nd at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. And I have here that you are not working. Is that correct?
Sir.
All right, sir. Then based on that, I am going to go ahead and appoint you a court-appointed lawyer. So you will have a lawyer free of charge to assist you on your case. Do you have any questions about anything of me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Did he say he wanted to have this hearing, Judge?
He's charged with a felony, so he's got it automatically.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, sir. Good luck to you, Mr. Van. All right, sir. What's your last name?
Watts.
Say it one more time for me.
Watts. WATTS.
Okay. All right, Mr. Watts, you are charged here with one count of distraction driving and one count of possession of marijuana less than 1 ounce. The distracted driving, sir, carries a bond amount of $500. The possession of marijuana carries a bond amount of $1,000. So your total bond amount, sir, is going to be $1,500. Do you understand that? Do you understand that, sir?
Sure.
All right, so you are charged with misdemeanors. Because you were charged with misdemeanors, sir, you have the right to a court-appointed lawyer, or you can get a lawyer free of charge. Based on the information you provided, I am going to go ahead and appoint you a court-appointed lawyer. Next question I have for you, because these are misdemeanors, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you can waive your preliminary hearing. Would you like to have your hearing, sir, or waive it?
Waive it.
All right, sir. So I am showing that you are requesting to waive your hearing. And so once we're done here this morning, the deputies will have a piece of paper for you to sign. And then once you sign that piece of paper, I believe that'll be everything that we have for you this morning. But again, just to make sure that you understand everything, so you waived your hearing. Your bond amount is $1,500 on the 2 charges. I've given you a court-appointed lawyer free of charge, okay?
Sure.
All right, any questions?
Oh, no, sir.
All right, sir, then that's all I have for you. Good luck to you.
You did. Oh, he already did this?
Yeah.
You already did. He signed it. No, he said, come here, what's your name?
Watts. Water, come in from the.
LE number.
It's gonna be 19536.
195.
And are you Mr. Wardlow?
634.
Sir. I have a question. If I have the money on the little stuff that y'all made me put on the kiosk, I can just go for that, or
You can. You just gotta talk to your supervisor. We'll talk to your officer from the housing. That's
All right, so Mr. Wardlow, I have you here charged with one count of misdemeanor theft by receipt of stolen property, one count of misdemeanor battery on a police officer. Those are both, as I said, misdemeanors. Do you understand that?
goes to water company.
Sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, now because you are charged with misdemeanors, you have a right to a preliminary hearing, or you have a right to waive that hearing. Would you like to have your hearing, sir, or waive your hearing? Sorry, say it one more time.
Waive it.
All right, sir. So I am showing that you are asking to waive that hearing. So that means once that we are done this morning, the deputies will have a document for you to sign. Now, as to your bond amount, sir, beginning with count number 1, you have a bond amount of $2,500. As to count number 2, that will be the battery on a simple battery on a police officer. That also carries a bond amount of $2,500. So your total bond amount, sir, is $5,000, $2,500 on each. Now, I apologize. I didn't get through all your counts. You have another count of felony violation of a Georgia Controlled Substances Act. Excuse me. I didn't see all of these here. I apologize, Mr. Wardlow. Let me back up for a minute. Let's start over. You got a count of theft by receipt of stolen property as a misdemeanor, simple battery on an officer as a misdemeanor. You were in possession of felony drugs that they are alleging as a felony, and then you were obstruction of an officer also as a misdemeanor. So you cannot waive your hearing, sir. So I just want to be clear. So if you don't make your bond that I'm going to give you on all of the charges, then your next court date is going to be the 22nd of June at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom. Again, that's 22nd of June at 8:30 a.m. and that's via Zoom. Do you understand that, sir? again, I just want to clarify, you're not only charged with misdemeanors. Count 1 is a misdemeanor, count 2 is a misdemeanor, count 3, however, is a felony drug. Count 3 carries a bond amount of $3,500. And then count 4 was also a misdemeanor. That's an obstruction of an officer. That carries a bond amount of $2,500. Do you understand, Mr. Wardlow?
Yes.
You hear me, Mr. Wardlow?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so making sure you understand, 3 misdemeanors, theft by receiving, battery on an officer, obstruction of an officer. They all carry a bond amount of $2,500. Then you had a felony drugs. That carries a bond amount of $3,500. And so your total bond is $11,000. And your next court date, if you don't make that bond, is going to be your preliminary hearing. And that's going to be June 22nd at 8:30 a.m. And that'll be via Zoom. Again, that's June 22nd. And that's at 8:30 a.m. and that's via Zoom. Okay? All right. Any questions at all, Mr. Wardlow? I want to make sure you got everything. Any questions, sir?
No.
All right, sir. If you don't have anything, then good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, Judge, I think that's it for us on our side.
Okay, I one question I had. Okay, we did do that one. Never mind. That's it. I think that's everything.
Hey, Judge,
Yes, ma'am.
I got a couple of things. We do not see signatures for Moss and Mole for waivers for those two
Okay.
defendants.
Moss and Mo.
For the defendants, they have not signed their waiver of prelim.
Awesome. Who, what's the name?
OUL.
I don't remember.
MOUL and Moss, MOSS, Marlin.
And I'm in Moss right now. Yep, and it was a waiver. And you said you don't show the signature on my end?
On the defendant's end.
Oh, on the defendant's end. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And then
Moss
also,
was.
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, yes, that's correct. Deputy Moss was a waiver, and Mo was a waiver as well. I'm showing on my end.
Mo is in there? Mo? No, they're gone. Hey, hold on. We gotta go get those 2 people. Moss
And Judge, can you review Watts? You stated he did not have a felony, but on my end, I'm showing he did. So I just want to bring that to your attention.
Who lost it?
Who? Is it the male, sir? The father?
He did. Yep, sure did. And I've got it.
And he
it is. Oh, yeah.
waived as well.
Need to go back. When they do, when the jail, see, this is the first time I've seen that, since this is only the second time. When the jail, I guess these are when they're putting them on bonds, and they'll go ahead and fill them in ahead of time, I assume.
Yeah, so that's the preset bonds that are assigned to those charges.
Right, that are being put in there. Right.
Yes.
'Cause I didn't have any in there the very first time, that first weekend, and so I didn't know if this was just Parker, because there was several of them here at the end where they had the. Okay, yeah, I did need to take this waiver off. Put that as June 22nd. Okay, that's issued. Save that. Go back in. And then special conditions, first appearance.
I can't go down there. I can't put 3%.
And I have corrected that one.
And then Catherine's going to be sending you an email just with some things she wants you to make sure that you look at. And that'll be it for us.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Moss and Mo.
Oh, yep.
No.
Yeah, they still needed to sign, deputy.
Hey, can I get Marlon Moss to come back?
Is that the father or the mother's daughter? Moss was it?
Yeah, let me see, because I think I just
Oh.
did it by their name. So it doesn't show me on my end, so you may want to bring them both. I think she was talking about the male Moss. There was a Marlon Moss.
The male Moss is who we were referring to.
Yeah, male Marlon, Marlon.
Can you send down Marlon Moss?
Okay. And you said Mo,
Okay, all right.
Mo,
Yes, that's the other one.
Mo,
yeah, Mo. Where's Juicy's?
I don't know.
David Rogers, Sue W. Juicy's.
I don't know what you're saying. Just.
Judge Thorpe.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm looking at Jacob Wilson, and it looks like all of his orders are signed, but I don't see a signature for you on the waiver of prelim.
Wilson.
I accidentally left that one out of my email, so I just wanted to bring it to your attention.
Okay. All right, I have added that one. Okay, I've got the others. Okay. And then I see your email. And another question, Ms. Reeves, on when they bond out, is there anything that needs to be done on our side?
I don't believe that anything is done in CDCS, no. Lynn actually would be able to correct me if I'm wrong on that.
No, as you mean as far as a waiver, making them sign a waiver or anything?
Right, or like, yeah. I mean, well, no, if they bond out, obviously, there's nothing for them. I didn't know if there was anything so that it shows up in CDCS that they weren't here. Like in the old systems, we just didn't do anything at all, but I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, you mean that did not appear before you in first
Correct,
appearance?
they just did not appear at all.
I got you. I got you. No, there's nothing really that you need to do on those.
Yeah, I'm showing. So I'm looking at your email. So on Benson Wade, Benson is a UJR. So I've got it as a UJR. We put the waiver in. So what's missing on my end? I guess I needed to just sign the waiver, so it should have been signed. Yeah, it's showing on my end as signed, Ms. Reeves. If you can hear me.
Gotcha. Yes, I do see that everything is signed. I just didn't see a preliminary hearing date. I'll take that one off my list. I didn't realize that was a UJR.
Okay. Yep, Arco, I corrected. I did see that when I was in there doing something else. So that one's already done. Let's see, Nesbitt. That I do have to get used to. I don't know how obvious it was, but of course I did not notice the page 2 in my preparation this morning.
You did really well, especially doing it on the fly. We were following along.
Oh, I see. Okay, why did it do that? July 22nd. Okay. Elizabeth has been corrected. Porter, Savage, really? This is all that second page. It threw me off.
Judge, you want him to sign the preliminary here, right?
The waivers is what those two were waiting to sign?
Yeah, the preliminary waiver or just,
Yes, they were waiving, yes.
okay. Thank you.
All right, Porter has been completed. Shabazz is done. Taylor on my end is showing it's done already. So that one's already done. 096 for Savage. Savage is completed. It's not show all of those. If it's one's continuing.
We have Mo had already signed just a minute ago. If you could recheck that. And we're having Moss come up, Judge.
Okay.
We're just waiting on him to come. Once he come, he'll sign it.
I do see that Mole has signed their waiver now.
Ms. Reeve, you were saying you had the acronym FFJ.
Yes, Murray, Thieska Murray, she was your fugitive from justice today. I see that she signed her extradition waiver, but I don't see your signature on any of her documents. The waiver, the prelim,
Right.
date.
Right,
with
okay,
the- yeah.
yep.
And then
I
think
didn't know, okay, so I wasn't sure about that one. Okay, so waiver of, got it, okay.
Correct.
I wasn't
Yep.
sure I hadn't had to do that one, which ones we signed, got it.
So on hers, I just see that we need a signature on her first appearance order, her bond order, and on her extradition waiver, and she should be good to go.
Okay, yep, I've got it now.
Wait a minute, we need a female?
No, we're talking to ourselves.
Oh, my apologies, sorry.
So first appearance. Just went ahead and send them all. Okay. So that should be.
And Judge,
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
ma'am.
on
Go ahead, Catherine.
Shabazz, I'm still not seeing a prelim date for that one.
For which one's that?
Shabazz is the last name.
Okay, let me go back in.
That's right, who put out that call?
All right.
Who took out that call?
All right, so let me know if you see it now.
Okay, will do. I'll double check Murray and Shabazz, and I think you're good to go after that.
Okay.
Moss is up here now, we're about to go ahead and have you sign the paper as well.
Okay.
Moss. Yes, sir. You gotta sign your waiver.
Judge Thorpe, everything looks good on my end, and I can check for Moss on their waiver in just a second.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm just hanging out, no worries. Make sure it gets done.
Yes.
It looks like Moss is good to go.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.